Shadow of the Colossus is widely regarded as Team Ico's best game, so it's only logical that it would have multiple nods to its predecessor and Team Ico's first game, Ico. The following theories are ideas that I have come up with myself and are mostly shots in the dark with no deeper meaning behind them, but hopefully plant the seeds for more people, yes, including you, to produce their own ideas and expand the world of Shadow of the Colossus. So sit back, relax, as we dive into the world of Team Ico. Get the easy ones out of the way first. The Queen's Sword is a weapon in Ico, but it's also obtainable in Shadow of the Colossus by doing time trials. Personally, I lean towards the fact that it's just another Easter egg, due to you unlocking it by completing content outside of the main story. A number of Colossi have rags attached to them that look like the same cloth as Wanda, the character from Shadow of the Colossus, has on. As to what these are, I think they would be talismans in order to keep the seal on Dormin strong. But whilst we're on this topic, have you ever wondered why the image on Wanda's cape is the same as the Colossi's weak spot? Yeah, me too. Throughout the three games, the style of architecture stays the same, with everything being ancient brickwork and having a greenish tint to it. This could just be the style that Team Ico likes to use, or it could be the style of the world. Personally, I like to believe it's the style of the world, as Team Ico have had multiple different developers over the years, and this style has stayed the same and consistent no matter who works on their latest game. Thank goodness that didn't take too long. Let's go on to the more interesting part. The rings in the desert of Colossus 13 have been a mystery for many years. With no widely accepted theory, I figure I may as well put my own one out. So, what is my own idea? Well, my own theory is that the rings used to hold the shield from the Last Guardian to power or control something. In the Last Guardian, you use a shield to attack and help guide Trico, the animal you work with, towards the exits. What the rings would be used to power, I have a few theories. The one I like the most links to the name, the Last Guardian. It implies that there were once more than just Trico, and that's where the rings come in. Lots of beasts, so lots of shields to control them, and then the rings being the holder of the shields. There are multiple theories around the rings, suggesting that they would have been used to control Phalanx's flight path and how high he goes. I think that would be more plausible, and Nomad Colossus has done an absolutely amazing video describing and detailing it all. While we're on the topic of the shield, in The Last Guardian, the main character uses the shield to interact with Trico. My most logical theory to link it to Shadow of the Colossus would be to link it to the ancient sword, the weapon that Wanda uses. Both of these items, the sword and the shield, are able to reflect or refract the light in some kind of way, helping you to beat the game. And this is a key mechanic in both games. Typically, swords and shields are found together, in pairs, and given the comparable properties of the two, it's theoretically possible that these two were paired at some point before being split up. That's all of my own theories, but there's still more to talk about. These are a little more complicated, so I'll briefly explain a few things first. Dormin is viewed as this world's big bad. The people of this world split Dormin into 16 pieces and sealed them away in the Colossi inside of the Forbidden Lands, which is where Shadow of the Colossus takes place. In an article on tvtropes.org, they present the idea of Trico, the beast from The Last Guardian, as being a Colossus. If this is just for the sake of him being big, I would agree. However, in my opinion, a Colossus means that you have one of the 16 pieces of Dormin's soul sealed inside of you. And given Trico's friendly nature, it is highly unlikely that he has one of these pieces. So, in my opinion, an extremely silly theory. This article also explores the possibility of Trico being the guardian for the central temple in Shadow of the Colossus. This is a much more plausible theory, and one I don't fully disagree with. Where Shadow of the Colossus takes place, the Forbidden Lands, is long abandoned since Dormin was sealed there. My theory into this is If Trico did guard the temple at some point, when Dormin was sealed there, he would have been taken away and be used somewhere else. Later, he was forgotten and the events of The Last Guardian take place. That was quite a short video, but a tough list to crack down on. The article on TV tropes will be linked in the description if you want to go have a look for yourself. These theories barely scratch the surface on the game's history, and considering it came out in 2005, that's no surprise. Well, what are you still watching this for? Go make your own theories.